So what actually is grass? Despite being the fundamental basis of some sports, parks and lawns, the word grass never really gets much thought, even by qualified turf managers. So grass is a monocotyledon plant. It's an herbaceous plant with narrow leaves which grows from the base, which is pretty vague, right? That's actually because grass has many different shapes, species, sizes and abilities, which can allow it to grow naturally in basically any part of the world. Grasses belong to a family of plants known as the Poaceae, formerly recognised as the Agriaceae. In turf, there is two main categories of grasses, that being completely dependent on the temperature tolerance of the grass. C4 and C3 grasses, also known as cold and warm season grasses. Not all grasses are used for sports turf. A great example of this would be perennial pastoral grasses, together with annual species that have been developed as cereals. Though unsuitable for sports, these are the most important agricultural plants on earth. Grasses can also be very important food sources for animals such as deer, buffalo and cattle. Unlike many other plants, grasses actually grow from the bottom, so when an animal does eat the grass, they usually do not destroy the part that grows. Grasses are actually one of the largest families of flowering plants on earth, comprising of over 10,000 species of annual, perennial and rhizomous herbs, and even woody tree-like plants such as the bamboos. Many grasses are short, but some grasses, like bamboo, can grow very tall. Plants in the grass family can actually grow in many places, whether it's very cold or very dry climates. Several other plants that look similar but are not members of the grass family are also sometimes called grasses. These include plants such as rushes, reeds and water chestnuts. The importance of grass is actually much greater than people think, and it actually comprises of 40% of the land area of the earth, which has many habitats for many different species of animals. They're actually some of the only species of plants that grow in certain places, such as wetlands, forests. So out of all these grasses, there is only a very small amount that are suitable to turf grass, and these are generally the more compact members of the group, which are able to form high density and good ground coverage when mown at a low height. There's less than 50 grass species in the world that fit into this category at this time. So there's a few names you might actually hear given to grass. One being sward, which is an expanse of short grasses. Turf, which is the grass and surface layer of the earth held together by the roots. Sod, the surface of the ground with the grass sown on it. So the growing season of grass, this can actually vary greatly depending on the climate, location and soil types, just to name a few variables. The length of the growing season of the grass is completely governed by temperature. In cool conditions, the grass is virtually dormant, meaning less growth and less recovery from diseases, pests and disease damage. Grasses start to grow rapidly in the spring as soil temperatures rise and there's plenty of nutrients in the soil. Growth can slow in the summer, where there is much less moisture and nutrients available in the soil, but there's often a second flush in the early autumn as rainfall increases and soil temperatures remain high. But if you'd like some more in-depth videos, please do let us know in the comments below. And if you'd like to know more about International Greenkeepers Fire, you can find us at internationalgreenkeepers.com.